So Borium,
Fucking bitch.
so Borium, you spend all that money because your ass at the game, right? Shit's pretty.
But you got shit on.
Your
You're
teammate's a
trash.
cheater. You probably had like 3 kills.
Now, I'm not a cheater. You guys know that. And I also know that most of you guys watch me for Overwatch content. And this is not Overwatch content. This is Call of Duty Warzone. And I know many of you maybe have not played Call of Duty Warzone, but it's a game that I literally cannot put down. I have so many hours in this game already. I don't know how many I have exactly, but to put it in perspective for you, you know, my Discord is pretty small, I would say, but within my Discord, I have more kills than everybody else in my Discord who plays Warzone, in my friend group that is, combined. I can't put this game down. I'm so addicted to it. And this is a match I played a couple days ago. I ended up getting 24 kills, and as you hear at the end, getting accusations as well. It started out a little rough. You know, it didn't go perfectly at the beginning. I died here, and then I believe I ended up going to the gulag, where I ended up look, I lose this. I never stopped shooting, and that guy walked into my fire. Look at this. I never stopped shooting here. And somehow he comes through and wins. I mean, I guess I just suck or something. Or maybe it was the internet. I don't know where my bullets went. But luckily, my teammates brought me back. If you guys want to see more Warzone content, just let me know down below. You know, give this video a thumbs up. I would, you know, I look at the statistics. YouTube also reminds me of the statistics about what videos of mine do really well, what I should try to repeat. And I know that my Warzone videos don't really get that many views, but it's something that I love to play. And when you love to play a game, it's really easy to make content for that game because it's almost like it just occurs naturally. Now, it's not to say that I don't love Overwatch, and I am going to have an Overwatch video releasing very soon. I have some thoughts about the new Zenyatta changes that I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I still need to edit a video for that. It's a soldier gameplay that I will be uploading. I was playing in this game in Diamond, and it was really interesting. It was a very, very interesting match, we'll call it. But anyways, I'm picking up the loadout here, going with an FFAR, coupled with the sniper rifle here. I downed this guy in this tower. I don't know if he was the king. If you guys don't know, in Warzone, there's this thing called the king. As you can see in the top left, that red marker on the minimap. He is the king, so you can see where he is on the map, and if you kill him, you get a really big reward. We ended up sniping each other right here. Look at this. He snipes me, and I snipe him. Look at that. We trade. That's pretty crazy, I must say. If all of the bullets in this game are projectiles, technically, so it is possible to occur, as you just saw. Pushing up here, getting the wipe on this guy, who is his teammate. Usually when someone picks up the king, they don't have a teammate with them, but this guy did. Because if you pick up the king and then you stay alive with it and then the timer runs out, you get a big money reward. And if any of your teammates are dead, they automatically come back when you win. So there's a pretty good incentive to do it, depending on what your playstyle is. Obviously, those guys, they like to camp. They like to sit back and do nothing. So grabbing the king for them kind of makes sense. Me and my friends, we don't really like to do that just because it takes too long. We like to take engagements and we like to take fights, but most people in this game, there's more so just playing to survive. And so many times when you grab one of those kings, you won't even get pushed because people are playing to win the match. And if they already have money and resources, it's almost not worth it for them to push you. So yeah, I don't ever grab them. I used to, but then my teammates didn't really like it. I don't really like it either. It's kind of boring because, like I said, nobody pushes you in this game. That's why you have to be the aggressor if you want to get lots and lots of kills. Almost no one will ever push you unless they're really good. One thing I've noticed is that the Overwatch community, and it's kind of shocking to me, how they don't really care for Warzone that much. Because Warzone does fantastic on YouTube and on Twitch. It gets so many viewers. Like, the community is very large. And when I was growing up, everybody played Call of Duty. All of my friends in high school played Call of Duty. It's a very big game. It has very big, I guess we'll say normie penetration. Lots of normies play it. It's a very mainstream title. And Overwatch 2, and it's kind of old now, but it also has had huge success among the masses. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I'm shocked at how little the Overwatch community is interested in Warzone. Now, I don't mean to paint with a very large brush and, put all of the Overwatch community into one group that doesn't like Warzone. Obviously, I know lots of you do. Lots of the Overwatch community does. I know lots of Overwatch streamers loved Warzone. Lots of viewers loved Warzone. I know some of you guys like it too. I'm just shocked because I would think that it would have carried over like 1-for-1. And I always joked around that like, oh, it makes sense how the Overwatch community isn't as receptive to Warzone because Warzone is an FPS.
Yeah.
And I know I'm just joking around. I know Overwatch is also an FPS/MOBA, whatever that means. It's an FPS, by the way.
Nice.
Overwatch is not a MOBA. It'll never be a MOBA. There's no such thing as a MOBA/FPS genre. It's not a real thing, okay? Overwatch is an FPS game. There's a reason FPS games in the past, ever since Halo CE came out on console, go back to Doom, go back to the original Counter-Strike. There's a reason FPS games, the first point of view with a gun on the right side of your screen, the human brain likes that experience. It likes it very much. Overwatch trying to, sort of blur the lines between these two is a very big mistake. And it's a mistake that I think is very unwise for them. I think that trying to make the game have any amount of MOBA elements, and I want to be very specific, MOBA elements in regard to the subtraction of FPS mechanics. I understand that there is MOBA elements to Overwatch, and there always will be, but they should never take precedent over the FPS elements. The FPS element, the FPS feel, mechanics, shooting, should always be paramount. They should always be at the complete top of the developer's priority list, because if you fell in love with Overwatch on its release like I did, it felt very much like an FPS game, and that's the game we all fell in love with. Now, I didn't mean to go on this tangent. I don't have a script, but I just want to say, Overwatch, in the beginning, and Warzone have given me the same feeling in regards to how addicting it is for me. I know Warzone is a lot more slow-paced, but there's also a lot more emphasis on gun skill, mechanics, aiming, reaction time, all that good stuff. Overwatch, less so, although, on certain heroes, maybe there is more. Like Tracer, you have to have like crazy mechanics on Tracer. McCree, less so Widow, I would say. But the reason I bring that up is because I think that you guys would love Warzone if you haven't played it. I think most people do. I know there's tons of pro athletes, in the NBA that play it. Devin Booker, I know, plays it. I know there's other athletes, I just can't name them right now. Everyone loves this game. It's fun. And everyone loved Overwatch. It's fun. I'm going to be posting more and more Warzone gameplays on my YouTube from now on. Only my really good games. Like, this is a 24 kill game. This is a very rare occurrence. There's the YouTuber I watch. His name is JGod. If you're into Warzone, you probably know who he is. He took a bunch of pro players with 4.0 and up KDs and broke down 177 of their matches. And in 11 of those 177 games of pro players, they got over 20 kills. So 11 times out of 177 matches, over 20 kills had occurred. This is pro players. Now, I got 24 kills in this match, so this is the reason why I'm uploading it. It was a very good match. And these guys accused me of hacking at the end, which is interesting to me because I didn't do anything fishy at all. These guys were watching me the whole time. If you look on the top right, you can see I have 3 spectators. They sat here watching me the whole time, and I never did anything that was fishy. I didn't, by some circumstance, know where a guy was or pre-aimed where a guy was. Nothing was fishy about this, yet they still accused me of hacks. And I don't even mind. Accusations, being accused of hacking is always a compliment to me. I know it's very strange. I've noticed in certain video games that if someone gets accused of hacking, they get almost offended. They get really defensive about it. That's always weird to me because whenever someone's ever accused me of hacking, I've always taken it as a great compliment. I've never once viewed it as character defamation or anything like that. I've always viewed it as they think I'm hacking. That's awesome. like I'm cracked, I guess. I always thought it was a good thing, but these guys waited around until this game ended just so they could say this to me. I'm going to play it now. Here you can see 24 kills at the top, 8,000 damage. And here's the audio from when these guys started talking shit to me. It's coming right up here. They waited, keep in mind, they waited for like 10 minutes to say this to me. The whole time, I want to see if they say anything.
So Borium,
fucking bitch.
So Borium, you spend all that money because your ass at the game, right? Shit's pretty.
But you got shit on.
Your
You're
teammate's
trash.
a cheater. You probably had like 3 kills. You're terrible. You're awful.
4 actually.
Wow, good shit, Ash.
Even worse.
You're
dog shit.
You're horrible.
You're dog shit.
You won because the sole
you're dead.
purpose. You won for
You're
the sole reason
terrible.
of your
You still got
teammate
shit on.
cheating.
You're
Yeah, by
terrible.
a cheater. By a cheater. You got fucking
You got shit
slapped
on.
on, dog shit.
You got shit.
They waited all that time